Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review is going to be a flashlight from Wuben. I've actually been wanting to get one of these for quite some time. This is the first product of theirs that I've tried out, and they did send me this one. I didn't buy it. I'm going to mark it pay promotion, but again, they're not paying me to make this video, but basically I got the product for free, so I always like to mark that. And plus, just to let you guys know, I didn't buy this, but this is something that was actually in my Amazon wish list already whenever they contacted me, because I put it back in my wish list back at the period of time when I was looking at the olight O-clip and this one to kind of figure out which one I would want. I ended up going with the O-clip, but again, this one might be a better fit for you. The O-clip might be a better fit for you. Maybe you'll be able to tell that over the course of this video. But Wuben again reached out to me and said, hey, pick any flashlight of ours that you want to pick. We'll send it to you, and you can give us your feedback on it and what you think. And I said, I definitely want that X3. That's the one that I want you to send me. So you can see up here it says Wuben X3. Also says that on this box. So they have two different versions of this. You can get one with just the flashlight and then a charging base. That's going to run you about $82, but you can see they got a 20% off coupon. That's going to be about 65 bucks after that 20% off. Or they have the one that I have here, which is the light itself with a charging case instead of just the block that charges. With you plug in that block, you charge your flashlight or whatever it is. This one's an actual portable case. This one has a 3,000 milliamp hour battery built into it, so I can take my light, stick it in here without it being plugged in, and it's going to charge my light up and keep it charged. Or I can also plug in using USB-C. I can plug this box up, charge the box, and charge the flashlight at the same time. So it just gives you a portable charger, and then within that box they also give you this USB-C lanyard. You'd think that's just kind of like a wristlet, but it's actually pretty neat. That you can come in here, take this out. It's USB-C to USB-C. I can take something like this, plug that into this one, and then if I take my laser distance measure I have out here, that's USB-C as well, and plug that up, you can see that it starts to charge my laser distance measure as well. So it's not just a charging for your flashlight, it's a portable power source for you to use, 3,000 milliamp hours, so it's not a huge battery in there, but it's something to get you going if you need to. If you absolutely don't have any place to plug in something, you can at least charge your flashlight or maybe your phone or something else if you need to do that. Now, both models also have the option of wireless charging. You can see here on the front, I have that little wireless type signal, which is pretty nice to me. I actually really like this feature, and I didn't even know that it did that until I got out the manual and started seeing things. But I charge all my phones with a wireless charger, as you can see here. And if I take that and put that on there, it takes a little bit for it to come up. You can see it starts charging. So now I can use the same exact wireless charger that I use to charge all my phones and things, because I don't like using cords. It's just a whole lot easier for me to throw my phone on there. You can use that for these as well. So if you don't like using the dock or using a base like this and sticking it in there and all those things, you can also use it as a wireless charger, because there's not any ports on the flashlight itself for you to plug in a cord just to charge just the flashlight. So that's kind of what you get in the box, the differences between just the cradle version, also the charging box version, what they do, all those things. They also do come in different colors. They did send me the blue version. If I turn it on, you can kind of see a blue light, and this clear plastic out here has got a little bit of a blue tint to it. They have different colors. They have a black, a green, and then they also have a white. And I believe the white, and I don't know because I don't have it, all I have is this blue, but based on the descriptions for the product, I think the white material that's out here, it actually glows in the dark whether you got the light on or not. Again, I don't know that for sure. I'm just going based off of pictures and the descriptions and all those things that you read on the internet. So that's all those things in a nutshell. But now let's get into the features of this light and talk about why it is that you would want to pick one of these up. So the Wuben X3 has several nice features that I really like. To me, it's kind of an in-between between the O-clip O-light that I have and then the O-clip Arc Flex. It's kind of right in between there. The O-light, you can see that I've got it clipped here on my MCT. I keep that there. Much smaller light. It's definitely a lot smaller, going to fit in some compact spaces, but it's still not overly big. It's a very small, compact light. Now, the olight O-clip is only 300 lumens, whereas this Wuben X3 is 700 lumens, so you're getting more lumens at that little bit bigger size. But again, it's more of that compact size. It's not as small as the olight, so sometimes this is going to come in more handy than what this will due to its size. But then if I mix it in with my Arc Flex, which I carry over here in my MPX that has this rotating head, I really like that feature. That's a super nice feature. That's the O-clip does not have. It's only going to point one direction. So I can take this one, put it in my pocket. I can also put it in my hat so I can get both directions out of that. That one's going to be 1,000 lumens. Well, again, this one there, it's right in the middle. It's 700 lumens, much smaller package though. The size on this Wuben light, this Wuben X3, is 2 3/4 inches tall by 1.5 inches wide, and it's 3/4 this way as far as the depth of it. So very compact light, but still packs 700 lumens. I think that's pretty nice. And if you get into the overall features, which I will put what's in the manual up here so that you can pause and look at it, so I don't have to sit there and go over all the run times and lumens and high, low settings, all those things. You can check that out. It gives you the weight, the lumens, the fact that it's IP65 rated. I think that's pretty nice. And it also uses Samsung LEDs. I mean, I don't know if that's a good LED or not, but that's a name brand at least that I've heard of. So it might be that they're better LEDs. I don't know if they are, if they're not. One of the nice features that I think is super nice is whenever I turn this on, you can see that it's got a screen that tells me I'm on that 1 lumen mode, the lowest mode, level 1, and then also I have a battery indicator. I really like that. Most lights don't have that. The Olights have those blinking colors that will tell you a certain percentage that you know you're within 40% or whatever it is. I really like this screen. That's one of my favorite features about that. And then this one also, like I said, it gives this little light whenever I turn it on, that blue color. That's going to make it easier for you to find it in the dark. If you drop it, that stays on. You can turn that off. If that gets on your nerves, you can press the button 5 times and then it will go off, and then you can press the button 5 times and it will come back on, and that setting stays until you basically change it. So if you don't like that little glow that you get with it being in the dark, you can turn that on and off. But I do like the fact that it has that. That's going to keep you from losing it maybe in an attic or a crawl space or something like that, just to help you find it. And again, the biggest feature of this one, if you put it in that size range with the O-clip, is the fact that yes, I can get the same light output as far as the direction with the olight O-clip, but the big thing about this Wuben is it has a 180-degree head that you can twist. I can take it and I can turn it so I can get any degrees between 0 and then straight out. So that's going to allow me to take it and treat it like my olight O-clip, put it in my shirt pocket, put it in a pocket of my tool bag, and I just probably blinded all of us, but I can slide that in there like that on the clip. But then I can also take something like a hat. So if I'm in that mode right there where I've got it clipped on a bag and I want to move my bag around facing whatever directions, well, with the O-clip, if I put it on my hat, it's only going to face down. I can't really use it as a headlamp without doing something crazy with it or whatever. But with this 180-degree head turn, I can go from that pocket mode. If I put that on a hat, I can now change the direction of my light to pointing directly forward, and then I can also use this as a headlamp as well. So I think that that's a big key feature with that. It's kind of like my Arc Flex, but it also is compact like the olight. So again, that's one of my favorite features on this. That rotating head is going to allow you to basically get that light wherever you want it. Now that I've used that Arc Flex, I just think that that rotating head is a big time deal on a flashlight. I think it's something that just makes it super nice. The fact that you can get your light exactly where you want it, I think that's something that you should look for in any light that you get now, whether or not it's one of these or not, but that is a nice feature. Next, it also has a magnetic base down here, so this is where it charges as well when you stick it in the case, but it's also magnetic in the sense that if I want to put it on anything metal, and the magnets are decent enough, you know, that I can sit here and spin it around on this screwdriver and it's not going to come off. So it's a decent enough magnet to grab a hold of an electric panel, whatever it is that you're working on, some unistrut if it's in your area, throw it onto a beam, whatever it is. If it's metal, it's going to stick to it, and that's always a good feature to have as well. One thing about this light, and it's probably not something I'm going to use, but I just thought I'd share it with you because it might be something that you're looking for, is that it not only has a white light, but it also has a red LED light as well. So I can turn it on the white light, or while I'm in that off position, I can press and hold the button and you're going to see the other side come on, and that is a red light that shows up. So I can swap back and forth between red and white, whichever setting that I want to go to. It's just a matter of holding down that button, and then the red light has 2 different settings on that color as well. Same thing as if I go into the white, I can go up and down between the different lumens. On the light settings, it's like a lot of other lights where I can turn it on. Right there, I'm in that low 1 lumen setting, and then you just press and hold and it will cycle through. Like right now, I'm going to be on medium 50 lumens, and then the next set is high 150, and then if I double press, it gets me into turbo mode, which is that 700 lumens. And then I can also, at this point, I can triple press the light, and I will get into strobe, and if I triple press it again, it will go into SOS mode. So that's all the lights that you have, all the modes that you have, and again, within that red light, if I turn this off, hold down the button, turn on red, you also have a low, which is a 1 lumen, and then you also have a high that is 80 lumens is what it shows up there. So that's on my hand and here in a lit up space. Let me show it to you now in the dark so you can see what the difference is. So before I get started and showing you all the different light options in the dark, I will show you, here's the blue lights in the dark whenever you have it on, because I'm blocking off the 1 lumen there, just to give you an idea what that looks like. And again, it's only going to help you find it if you drop it, and really you're going to have this light on too, so I don't know if that's ultimately really that helpful, because if I turn it off, the blue lights go off. But I guess it is kind of cool looking in a way. Maybe it's just a nice feature to have altogether. But there's the 1 lumen. We'll start out with that. This is the lowest setting. And again, all these normally show up brighter in real life than what they do on camera. This is just enough to be able to walk around, not draw crazy attention to yourself. Press and hold that down. That's going to go to the 50 lumens, which is medium. Plenty to light up wherever you're walking to save battery life if you need to. Hold it down again, go to high. There's 150 lumens, definitely enough to be able to see everything that you need to. And then if I double click it, I'm going to get into that turbo mode. That's that full 700 lumens right there. Able to see 100% everything in front of me. Of course, that's going to drain your battery pretty quick, but plenty bright if that's what you need it for. And then at any time, I can triple press, strobe, triple press again, SOS. And then if I can press it again, I can get out of that. I'm going to go down to that moonlight mode, turn it off. Now if I press and hold it down, I'm going to get into that red light mode. It's going to open up on that 80 lumens red light mode. You can see what that looks like here. That actually looks pretty cool in the video screen. Again, I don't normally use a red light. I don't even really know what you'd mostly use it for. You can let me know that in the comments below. But if I press and hold that, that's also a 1 lumen red light, very small amount right there that you can see. But there's all the light settings there in the dark inside my building. Hopefully that will help you decide if maybe this one gives you enough light, if it's the right light for you. So yeah guys, that's the Wuben X3. Again, I think it's a super nice light, super useful for a lot of people out there. Again, I'll put links in the description to Amazon and for their website. Just go read the reviews, look at the description in case I missed something, and then also see which price is the best for you. But I think it's a super nice light for its size. Again, 700 lumens at that size right there. It's not as small as the O-clip. The O-clip is really handy because you can get it in some spots that you can't get any other flashlight. But what the O-clip is missing to me is that rotating head so that I can go back and forth from a pocket clip, you know, in my shirt pocket, shining light this way, and then I can change it into a headlamp. That makes this one way more versatile to me. Or, you know, you can have it like this. Maybe you've got the tech pack and you wear a backpack or a Milwaukee backpack, Klein backpack for your tool bag. You could put that on that shoulder strap and have it pointing out this direction. But then also, if you don't wear your backpack because you're doing some work, you know, change that over to a headlamp. I think that is awesome. I think it's a super nice feature. I really love the fact that you got this screen here to tell you the battery life and all those things. Now, whether or not you need a charging case, that's up to you. For those few extra bucks, that might be worth it just to have it in your, you know, vehicle so you can charge your phone sometimes or whatever it might be. But again, I'm just sharing the features with you, showing you how you might would want to use it. But I hope it's useful in some way. Hope it helps you make the decision if this tool is right for you. But as always, stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.